I'm Jay.
And I'm John.
And we're Bucket List Travellers.
And we're coming to you from Tirana, Albania.
And in this Albania travel vlog, we'll be exploring the capital of Albania. We'll share our Tirana first impressions, our accommodation, some of the amazing traditional Albanian food we experienced, and things to do in Tirana.
Okay, we've just arrived at Tirana, Albania. So this is the capital. We were let off at the South and North bus terminal. So we were thinking that we'd get let off at the Skodra bus terminal because that's what it said on Google Maps, but this was the last stop. So thankfully our accommodation is halfway between both bus terminals, so it's pretty much equivalent the walk.
My first impressions of Tirana is that the traffic is crazy. So we were coming in on the bus and the area right around the north-south bus station is really built up with traffic. There's a lot of roadworks that are happening, and we found when we were walking along the road that we were walking faster than the traffic. So traffic is that bad. But right behind me, it's now past all the roadworks and it's actually pretty good.
Welcome to our house tour of Tirana, Albania. So we're in a 2-bedroom apartment that is just 15 minutes walk from the town centre, and it's a really nice renovated apartment. It's in an older building, but they're doing a lot of work to it to make it really nice. So in the entranceway, you've got a lot of storage here. They've provided little slippers for you as well, which is handy. And then it opens out into this open plan living area. So we've got a huge couch. The TV is awesome. It's got Netflix. It's got another streaming service as well. Which streaming service is that, John? Amazon. A nice dining table here. The kitchen is really nice. We haven't utilized it that much because we've been eating out a lot, but it's got a stove. It's got an oven and a microwave. It's got a dishwasher. Now we've noticed that dishwashers in Albania don't have the cutlery baskets, which is something that we haven't seen before. It's a really nicely designed kitchen, lots of appliances and stuff. The coffee maker is really good. And then it's 2 bedrooms. So we've got the spare bedroom here, which has heaps of storage space. So that's quite handy. And then it's got a balcony area here, which has a washing machine, which is always good. It didn't seem like they normally supply washing detergent, but we asked and they gave it to us. It's got ironing board if you need it. And then this is the main bedroom. So it seems like it's set up for families. It's got a cot and a high chair and a really nice bedroom area. And then the bathroom. So the bathrooms in Albania always seem to have bidets. So they're really handy if you want to not use toilet paper. The shower's got a massive rainfall shower head. I've never seen one this big before, so that's pretty cool. It's got an oversized sink, and yeah, it's just really nice. Now there's a couple of things we've noticed in Albanian homes which are reasonably unique to Albania. We don't see it in many countries, but it seems like tilt and turn windows and doors are really standard. So with tilt and turn windows, oh, and look at that view. But with tilt and turn windows, what you do is if you have the window in this position, then you can open it like that. And so it opens up all the way. And if you want to just have some airflow, then all you do is tilt the handle up to the top, and then you can pull it down like that and it kind of angles. So that's a really nice feature. We've actually got this feature at our home in Australia, but it's quite rare in Australia. It seems to be reasonably common in Europe, and I think it's fantastic. There are a couple of other things that are reasonably common in Albania, but not necessarily in other countries. So as I mentioned, the bidet, but then also these heated towel racks. These are really handy, especially if you're washing your clothes and you need them to dry really quickly, you can use those. So yeah, really loving this apartment. It's very comfortable, very convenient, and a great stay in Albania.
One of the great things to look forward to when visiting Tirana is the food and cafe scene. One interesting fact is that in 2016, Albania overtook Spain as the country with the highest number of cafes per capita. When in Tirana, make sure you try their local dish of Fergesë. We sampled this tasty dish and much more at Oda Restaurant.
So we've got a whole range of traditional food here. So this is Qifqi. These are rice balls. They look like the Albanian equivalent of arancina balls. And we've got Lakror, which is I think it's a spinach-filled pie. And this is Fergesë, which is peppers with cottage cheese. And finally we've got some oven-baked lamb to round it all out. So I'm going to try the Qifqi first. It's really interesting. So there's mint on the inside. It tastes like a dolmada. It's risotto type rice and it's slightly crunchy on the outside. But yeah, a really interesting dish. I like this a lot. So describe this as like a spinach-filled burek. So it's pastry on the outside and spinach, a little bit of cheese on the inside as well. So once again, quite nice, quite delicious. So the Fergesë is interesting as well. So I wouldn't quite describe it as cottage cheeses. A little bit like cottage cheese, but there's a bit more tang to it, which I really like. And yeah, it just goes really well with the bell peppers. So yeah, great dishes all around. That lamb reminds us of home. So lamb's very big and popular in Australia. It's very popular here in Albania too. And it tastes really nice. It's a clean taste. And this is quite interesting. I think we've been given some jaw as well. So I think they're teeth, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to eat around.
I saw lamb's head on the menu as well, so that's probably...
Yeah. They have everything to do with the lamb here, so you can get lamb intestines, inner lamb, whatever that is. You can get stomach.
Liver.
Yeah, you can get liver as well, so they really use every part of the lamb here. In addition to really cool food, there's a really nice atmosphere at Restaurant Oda. So it's a really nice courtyard here, and behind me it looks like they're starting a live band as well, so that'll be really cool. So I highly recommend coming to Restaurant Oda for traditional Albanian food here in Tirana.
Now is a really interesting time to visit Albania. The country's under a process of urban renewal at the moment, and we're seeing a lot of development, a lot of out of the old and in of the new. Even the Pyramid of Tirana is being renovated. So you're seeing a real change in the cities and in the country, and it's really a moment in history. This urban renewal, combined with the communist history, made Tirana such a fascinating city to visit. The first thing you should do is visit the imposing Skanderbeg Square in the centre of the city. It's an impressive area with remnants of Albania's communist past in the form of the Palace of Culture and the National History Museum. And it's set to the backdrop of Albania's future, with skyscrapers popping up everywhere. There are often performances and public events held at the square. We were lucky enough to see the visiting Norwegian King's Guard and the National Albanian Marching Bands in action.
Other landmarks around the Skanderbeg Square include the Ethem Bej Mosque, the Tirana clock, and nearby Resurrection of the Christ Orthodox Church.
The Ethem Bej Mosque right behind me is in one corner of the Skanderbeg Square, right in the middle of Tirana. It's a really pretty mosque, and it dates back to the 1700s. Make sure you come by at night as well, because it's all lit up and it looks amazing.
The clock tower of Tirana dates back to the 1800s, and it's built in both the Ottoman as well as European style. Until the 1970s, it was actually the tallest building in Tirana. You can climb up to the top of the tower to get views over the area, and to climb the tower is 200 lek per person. For the best views of Tirana, come to level 23 of the plaza to the View Lounge. So you can get amazing views all over Tirana here. They've got a really nice bar area, great music, and they've got some delicious desserts as well as a food menu and drinks and cocktails and all of that sort of thing. So we got a scoop of ice cream. It was 200 lek each, and I got a chocolate one, and this is so beautifully presented. So definitely looking forward to eating this.
The Resurrection of Christ Orthodox Church is in the middle of Tirana, and it is really impressive. It's one of the most impressive Orthodox churches we've seen so far in Europe. We think it's quite a new church, and there are still murals that are getting painted on the inside. It's definitely worth a look in when you're visiting Tirana.
One unique feature of Albania are the bunkers that are scattered across the country. There are over 170,000 of them, and they are a product of the communist era. In Tirana, some of the most exclusive government bunkers have been converted into museums and art installations called BunkArt. BunkArt 2 is a really interesting museum which gives a fascinating insight into the communist history of Albania.
BunkArt 2 can be found just outside Skanderbeg Square. It chronicles the lives of Albanians during the communist period with interactive exhibitions. There was also a preserved underground government office to be used in case of nuclear war. It was a really fascinating exhibition and more than a little bit spooky. We'll be talking more about bunkers and communist Albania in our upcoming Tirana walking tour video. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button if you don't want to miss out.
Another unique landmark near the centre of the city is the Pyramid of Tirana. The Pyramid of Tirana is a very unique looking building. It was used initially as a museum, and following the collapse of communism, it was used as a NATO centre during the Kosovo War. So for many years it was unused, and now it has approval to be redeveloped for a youth centre with a focus on IT and robotics.
If you're looking for a bit of respite from the hustle and bustle of the city, we found the perfect place for you.
Well, I think I've found my favourite place in Tirana. This is the Grand Park of Tirana, and it's a fairy tale setting. It's a really beautiful park. It's got a lake that it's overlooking, and it's really great for families. There's a lot of restaurants, there's a lot of food vendors, there are people that are selling balloons and toys, and there's even a little tourist train that runs through the park. We hope you enjoyed our Tirana Albania vlog. If you did, please give it a like and leave us a comment. We are Bucket List Travellers.
See you next time.